They slept in their beds, ate their food. Some even suggest it was Victoria's husband. Welcome to Shadows and Whispers. I'm Daniel Rivers. Today, we're diving into one of the most baffling murder cases in history, the Hinterkaifeck murders of 1922. Picture this. A remote farm in Bavaria, Germany. A family of 6 living their quiet lives, but something sinister is lurking. What could drive someone to brutally murder an entire family? Our story centers on the Gruber family, Andreas and Cecilia, their widowed daughter Victoria, her 2 children Cecilia and Joseph, and their new maid Maria. The previous maid had quit, claiming the farm was haunted. If only she knew what was coming. Strange things started happening. Andreas found footprints in the snow leading from the forest to the farm, but none leading back. He heard footsteps in the attic. Keys went missing. Was someone watching them? Brace yourself now. 6 months before the murders, Andreas told neighbors he'd found a newspaper on a farm that he hadn't bought. Who brought it there? On March 31st, 1922, horror-struck, the killer lured each family member to the barn one by one, murdering them with a mattock. But here's where it gets stranger. After killing the adults and little Cecilia, the murderer went into the house. They fed the cattle, ate food from the kitchen, and waited for hours until Joseph and Maria came home. Then they too were killed. For days after, neighbors saw smoke from the chimney. Mail piled up, but no one checked on the family until April 4th. The most disturbing part? The killer lived in their house for days after the murders. They slept in their beds, ate their food, and tended to the animals. What kind of person could do such a thing? The investigation was full of twists. Over 100 suspects were interviewed, but no one was charged. The murder weapon was never found. The case remains unsolved. More mysteries. What about the strange man little Cecilia mentioned to her classmates? Are the missing keys? And why did Andreas steal a neighbor he'd made? A shocking discovery just before his death. Theories about the killer range from a vengeful ex-worker to a deranged neighbor. Some even suggest it was Victoria's husband, thought dead in World War I. Could he have returned to a changed family? As we wrap up, consider this. Can we ever truly know what happened at Hinterkaifeck? What dark secrets died with the Gruber family? The Hinterkaifeck murders remain one of the most perplexing cold cases ever. It reminds us that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are all too human. Join us next week for another dark mystery. Until then, I'm Daniel Rivers, reminding you that in true crime, shadows always whisper, but rarely reveal their secrets.